what Stacy does during sets. It's not a secret, honey.
I'm a bookworm. Hey, careful, you might be offending some people. Hey everyone, it's Bart and Stacy with the Sound Couple, and we are headed off to a wedding at a familiar venue. And Bart, it's kind of interesting that when you think about how many places and venues we do, and this one we kind of had a long dry spell with, but guess what? We're back there again. We've had them for quite a few times, so it's kind of nice, familiar place.
We've had the venue quite a few times?
Yeah, we have. Where we've been there.
Right? Yes. Yeah, it is interesting how the venues kind of cycle, and this is one that we had a gap of years, and now the last couple of years we've been back there a few times, and it's one we actually don't mind. The load-in is great and all that, so it's one we don't mind at all. However, today we are doing the ceremony, and the ceremony is right on the Mississippi River, and it's a little bit of a noisy part of the river. We're going to have to kind of figure out what we want to do for PA. There's no chance of rain, so I'm assuming they're going to have it nice and outdoors. The ceremonies are always, I don't want to say they're easy. They should be easy, but it's just figuring out the logistics, talking to somebody. You're going to need to check who the wedding planner is if there is one. We need to figure out where they want to set up and everything. The other thing is, as far as the gig goes itself, we're going to be running, I think, about 6 in-ear mixes and 3 wedges. I just want to thank everybody for their comments and their feedback. You guys are watching what we're doing, asking great questions. And a while ago, somebody was asking about our EQ approach and why are we flat or subtracting the low frequencies in our EQ on all our mixes when we got a high-pass filter on our monitors, that this could actually create a negative effect with phasing. We thought about that a little bit, and we're going to try just with the flat EQ setting our high-pass filter at 100, maybe bring that down a little bit for the drum wedge that we're going to be using today. So we do read the comments, and we really appreciate everybody's input and feedback. Other than that, Stace, I think this is going to be hopefully an earlier night, 11 o'clock, which is good. Another great wedding. We got to check on guest count, and we got to check on that wedding coordinator thing. So we'll see you guys there. We'll be there in just a minute. Well, we're almost at the venue, and we're driving by, and we're looking at people out enjoying their day, sitting at a cafe outside. And oh, Stacy, that's not us, is it?
How do the Sound Couple spend their weekend?
Yes.
At a gig.
Well, I sometimes I feel bad about that, but that's just the way we all roll. We just got gigs, and other people got their things. So we'll get to enjoy ourselves at some point. Well, it is 12:38, and we are here. This is like routine, man. Stage is always there. It's been that way. We've had years where the stage was here. That's been a long time, but we've been probably over the years, I think before you even started doing this. I think it's been over 20 years in total. Yeah. We're gonna get the gear loaded in, start on a little bit of the PA setup, and then we're gonna head over out to get the ceremony going, setup going, and then Stacy's gonna come back and work on the rest of the setup. We got everything in on our carts. We actually brought a lot of stuff over already. I'm gonna get the van parked probably right there and not hit the pole with the camera this time. That was an oopsie I did the last time we were here. The backup camera, that is. And then I think we're gonna get this stuff kind of in place, and then I'm gonna head out to the ceremony and get a lay of that after we get this stuff started. Got the cabinets up, the mixer's going. We're gonna do things a little bit differently. Normally at this point, Stacy would start on the lights, but since we need to break and go to the ceremony to set that up, while Stacy might, depends on how far we get, but we're leaving the stuff that she exclusively does or more often does to the end. So we're swapping a little bit. So if I'm out doing the ceremony, she can be in here setting up lights and stuff. So we're trying to kind of make sure that we are where we need to be at that point, and she's not trying to do things. One of the things we learned is we both have our core competencies. She's got the lighting, I got mostly the PA. And if we're in a hurry and we're both trying to do things that we're not the best at, that actually ends up wasting more time. So we want to focus on the things that we know, and lighting is what she knows. So we're going to maximize the time that we're both here for the things we both need to be here, and then she can focus on the things that are more in her lane. Hope that all made sense. We'll see if it does for us. Okay, it's 2:15. We are making excellent time. Stacy's got the stage ran. I got all the lights scanned. Those are ready. Got the monitors turned on. I just fired up the system, or turned it on. We're gonna do some testing real quick. I'll get the monitors checked, make sure they're working. We're gonna head out and check out the ceremony site, which is right outside those doors over there. But I wanted to show you what we got going on for mixes here. We have our naming convention, so that's wedge, wedge, wedge. So we got 3 wedges, and those go in order of the channels. So we always know which one, like drums would be first, number 1. Bass is next in the channel strip, so that'd be number 2. So all of this follows a sequence, so we don't have to even necessarily have the mixer on, or Stacy doesn't even have to know the specific lineup or what these assignments are, because they always follow the same pattern. As I mentioned before, we still have the GEQ assigned, but I got it flat, and we are gonna work with the high pass filter instead. So for the drum wedge, I'm actually gonna just back that down to, let's say 659 Hertz is fine. For the rest of them, I'm just gonna leave them at 100, which is our standard. And then we begin on the ears. So that's ears, wireless 1, ears, wireless 2, wireless 3. This should have a W in there. That's wireless 4. Nicollet Island Pavilion, that sounds right. Yeah.
Do you know who's in charge of like the banquet part?
I don't, but there's a lot of people coming in and out over there. You're welcome. And then the final mix is wireless, and that's P is provided. He should be bringing his own in-ear unit. And that's about it. So we're gonna get rocking here. Are you almost done with the lights too? Oh, this is a combination I've never seen where you have the iPad and your phone out. What are you concerned about?
Checking names.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a good thing. Okay, it's 2:37. This is going to be a piece of cake, everybody. The guitar players, they instructed they needed a covering. So that is awesome. Makes our job easier. There is power right over here. So we're not going to use the Pecron today, and we could, but typically if there's building power, we'll elect to use that instead. It's balancing that convenience and reliability, and that way if anything goes wrong with our Pecron, it's not on us. Stacy's grabbing a couple things, so we'll put the speaker right here, point it that way. We're going to be using our CDL10P, and at the mixer, the wireless mic. Stacy grabbed a scrim for the speaker stand, and we also got a windscreen around here somewhere, because it's in her pocket, but we got the river right here, and it's a windy day in the falls, so windscreen important today. And then they're gonna do cocktail hour in here, so the plan is just to turn the speaker and Or as Stacy likes to say, bada boom, bada bing, right?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, okay. So we'll have this up in no time. It's 3:12 and we're set up. Stacy's in finishing up the lighting. Let's get cleaned up out here. I'm gonna head in, we'll do a line check. The musicians, we gotta be set up inside by 6 o'clock, so they're probably not gonna be here for another couple hours, or at least an hour for some of them. We're set out here, and I'm gonna go back in, see what she's up to. She should be finishing up the lighting, and then we'll see where we go from there, and I'll get changed here soon too. You are all in for a very special treat here. We got Stacy, the she sound couple, gonna explain all the gear and what we got going on today, since she said it's been a while since we've kind of done a review.
Well, and like, take a look. Like, very few times do we have this stage this clear where we are set up ready to go for the band before anybody else gets here. So I thought I'd just take a minute to quickly review what we use in a nutshell, according to Stacy.
In 1 minute or less, or 2 minutes and less?
Starting with the newer sub-18s, PreSonus sub-18s, the original PreSonus CDL12s, with our improvised drink sliders. No, they do not provide extra sound things, but they do provide some protection from stupid drunk people. Moving on.
Wait, you're skipping another important piece.
Oh, this would be our 32, the PreSonus 32R rack mixer.
No, that's an NSB 3216 stage box, but yeah, the mixer's over on the other side.
Over
yeah.
there. There's one here, and then there's one in the center that we do use.
Okay.
And then the other three speakers you see up there are the original PreSonus. Help me out here.
328 AIs.
328 AI, yeah. And those we use as our monitors. They're very flexible to use both as monitors and sometimes as mains.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, so that's speaker world. If we move on to mic world, we have the Shure mics.
Yep, the
which
ULXD.
are our secret weapon. Like, we very rarely, up until this gig, have had really zero issues with them. They're wonderful. Yes, money can buy everything.
Okay.
And then, let's see. For drum speaker, just kidding, microphones. For drum microphones, we like to use the Sennheiser E901 for the kick drum mic. And the guitar person, player, will use
very common.
Well, the other sticks on.
We're at 250 here, Stacy. We got our mixes. We're gonna let the drummer, even though he's on a wedge, we're gonna trust him with a Q mix so he can control his own mix. Okay.
The microphones, the horn mics.
Yeah. Oh, you might test me on these. These are Amazon special, but they work.
Yeah, SG Pros.
SG Pros.
Yes,
Love them.
they are our newer secret weapon.
Yep.
And
Lighting.
We are using the Chave 4-bar quad and 4-bar flex,
Yep.
and the Blizzard Supercell.
Storm Chaser Supercell.
Yep.
These are original ones, still going strong. The only Chave light we haven't had a problem with
Yep.
are the original ones.
And they are powered. Well, not powered, but they are run by our Donner dongles.
Did you turn them off?
I did turn them off.
Okay.
Which is all wirelessly run through our Luminaire iPad app that we use.
Let's move down here real quick.
And then also to mention, kind of with our the phones and the in-ear monitors.
The SM300s, which are down here.
Yep.
We got that going through the Shure paddle antenna. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We just have our other stuff here. That's our ULX mics, the mixer, the Furman, the Netgear Wi-Fi router, of course our MacBook Pro. This is my in-ear for monitoring. Stacy made this look really good. Minimal clutter. And I got a service, well, I got about 7 minutes. I think that is about it. Nice looking stage. Anything else?
Thanks for coming along for this ride with us.
That I bring a little something extra to the table. I maybe filled in something of what you were lacking in your existing brothers, Bill Wonderful. I mean, in Peter and Luke.
That went well.
Good.
Yeah. It's windy as heck out here.
Yeah.
There was a lot of trade flew over and the cart rolled and yeah, but other than that, can't do anything about the wind. So
Gotta know and smile.
okay, 5:19. Always got to be ready. It's all of a sudden I came out here and the clouds are coming in. And I'm actually just feeling a
That 5 or 10% chance might actually.
so yeah. So we moved the speaker in and moved this under here. We'll just gonna have to keep an eye on this.
But it's nice to kind of be prepared.
Well, we didn't bring any tarps, but yeah.
My third daughter, who she surmised by now to be married, and like her sisters and her two brothers. Give them a big round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the dance floor is open, so please come on down and fill it up with your amazing dancing.
Late, and so the band played a little bit more on the set. I think we're only going to do 2 sets tonight. It's 9:40. We're going to be done at 11. Okay, we haven't done a wedding in a while, and Stacy's perfect and Bart's not. That's just what she got done telling me. And man, it's like there was kind of a high stress for everybody, but just some small hiccups. We're getting through it. The band is playing good. The wedding's actually going well. We're certainly not in our groove like we normally are. Have I said enough, Stacy? Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Okay, so it's all me tonight.
No, I mean,
well,
I mean, we're working through it together, and I'm trying to.
yeah. I mean, it's going well. It's just not a sound couple like
Hit him out of
college
the park.
performance. Pardon me?
Hit it out of the park.
Well, we're getting. They don't know anything. The guests don't know anything. But we're just personally not having a super great night. Nothing major, nothing at all. Just kind of our little hiccups. So, all right, we'll get a little bit maybe this next set, and then we'll do a final recap on our way home. ready for a big one. Yes, we'll I'll call them or email them, whatever, see if we can get, I'm so sick of those things.
Ready?
All right, ready.
1, 2, 3.
Not quite as heavy.
1, 2, 3.
And the other one's right at your foot. Can you start taking some cards? I know. Oh my God, this is just crazy. Suck.
Just give it.
You can't make this up.
No, you can't.
All right, what's next? Cards?
Yep.
Ready, card? It's just, we're trying to fit too much in here. It's fun.
$12:31, we were out of there at 12:15, hour and 15. I think that's pretty good. And here's a question I have for you, Bart. This is the first time, obviously, we're using the sub-18s in there, and we've been in this room multiple times. So what do you think?
There's no question that the speakers have a little more boom, boom, boom to them. I like them in that regard. But in a cavernous room like that, sometimes that, for the speeches and stuff, I had to back off that because they do have a little bit more output. Now there's different ways you could compensate. You can turn them down. For the band portion, they did real nice. But yeah, it was just, you can definitely tell they kind of have a little bit more of 80 hertz, 50, it's just, they're a little bit more woofy, booming, and in a big room like this, it isn't really necessary because that low end can just kind of muddy things up. So, but for the band, it worked nice, and part of it is just depends on the drummer and the kick drum, and it worked well with this kick drum. But some of the DJ music, I think you were hearing, Stace, was a little boomy.
So going along with that then, this is a room that we have been in multiple times over quite a few different years. And I can remember way back when it's always been your nemesis. Like, it's always been one of those rooms where we did not like going to because of its cavernous. But I heard you talking, and...
Yeah, well, first of all, it's all kind of relative. Because back in the day, this room was super cavernous. Now they make everything out of concrete, glass, and steel, and so it's relative. But yeah, I was just talking to the drummer, or a drummer was talking to me. He was just commenting on how good it sounded like on the stage for them, and that's something we've heard there before. And part of it is not trying to mix over the room. And a lot of it is, frankly, to do with the band and the stage volume, and all of that was really under control tonight. So I could actually mix the band, but taking what's coming off the stage and blending that into your mix. We've talked about that a lot over the years. I look at the front of house mix as an extension of the stage, and that was the success tonight. A couple needs to get honed in. I need to go
Well,
back.
we just need to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah,
We've
we
been
need to get back in the swing of things.
Yep.
You're right. So, thank you, everybody. I hope this was enjoyable as always, and we appreciate. Oh, and a dead deer. We appreciate you guys watching and hanging in there with us. We'll see you guys at the next game.